What up, people?
Hey, folks.
It's myself and JP today. Like last week, I knew Skelly was going to show up at some point. I don't even know if he's showing up today. He didn't tell me anything, but it's okay. We got a show ready for you guys anyway. I'm trying to do some shit. JP, why don't you talk to people real quick?
All right. I'm trying to see the chat here on my computer, but it
Well,
always somehow it takes like a while to load the
we got
chat.
we got Tiffany here from Vazone.
Hello, hello.
We have Johnny Rhino. He's saying what's up, and of
Hello,
course
Johnny.
your fucking your nemesis.
My
Cool.
nemesis. No, I'd say Tripping with Toys more like my sidekick.
And KJ, I gotta say, KJ. Now, KJ, I see you in every YouTube Toycast chat. Like, I know there's two more going on right now, and I feel like if I were to hop over and look, you'd be in those chats as well. You, my friend, are putting in work. You are putting in work. We got Geek Viper here.
Sorry, guys. Hello, Geek Viper.
Since he's saying that you're enough for two skellies, my boy Alexander Storm, what's up, Alexander?
Mr. Brantley, hello.
We got Dr. Brantley.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we definitely got this. I'm not worried at all about any of this.
Skelly's gonna show up, so don't worry, guys.
Really?
I bet.
I hope so.
Indeed.
I just not that big a deal if he doesn't. Oh, look, we have the whole fucking SKN network up in the house. And
Hello,
it's
guys.
not the whole network, it's just them, whatever. But anyway, did you get anything new this week, JP?
Yeah, I got this guy finally that everyone probably has taken pictures of it, but I only recently got my hands on my Lord Invocatus.
And that thing is huge.
Yeah, this guy from the World Eaters unit from a warband called the Fire Riders. Insane.
Okay, so he's not really that pale green.
No, it's just my light.
Yeah,
that I'm using
yeah,
green,
I know.
so I don't
So
look
the mount's black and the figure itself, he's red, right?
Yeah, but the mount is black because this guy's supposed to be leading like a bunch of guys that look just like him, but they all wear red mounts. This guy's the black because this mount's called Kalguruth, so it's like a special mount that he.
Oh, okay. It's
Yeah,
a special mount.
Yeah, with the helmet, he controls.
What's up, Vico?
Yeah, that's what I got this week, boys, and hopefully, I mean, I'm waiting for the Black Legion pre-order, but that's still on the way down the line. I got some Joy Toy non-Warhammer figures on the way. Those I don't know if you saw them. They're like it's like futuristic whatever armored guys with modern weapons, so they wear like helmets, gas masks. They just look cool to use in background.
Yeah, I've seen them. They look cool. I got some snail shell in this week. My first snail shell figures. It's the Three Wise Monkeys.
Yeah, so
The
man,
hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil.
Yeah,
that photo that I took that at lunch. I was out here with a sandwich in hand. I'd set it up last night, but I was too tired to deal with it. Right. So I went to bed and I came out here and they were still standing, which is amazing because their feet are like this big. Like they are tiny little feet. And yeah, so at lunchtime I just hopped out here and took the photo, edited up while I had a sandwich in one hand. I'm all editing with another. Just did the thing.
Yeah, I mean,
dude, KJ, you're right. Yeah. Those things are dope. They're.
If you want to get cool female, like cool anime girl stuff, it's always snail shell. They always do it.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like they usually overdo it on the boobs. I'm not gonna lie.
The boobs, didn't those guys also release like feet and shit for people to?
I know that they did that. They did that nun that I thought was great. Except her boobs were humongous.
Killzone probably loves the brand.
Killzone probably loves the brand. You're probably right.
Yep. Bass, do you have photos? Can you show your photo?
I could pull it up, I guess.
Mhm.
I mean, I don't feel like it's super cool or anything, but
I
uh,
liked it, man. It was pretty nice. The diorama and all. Awesome.
yeah, but yeah, I don't think it's that. Here, let me search it up here. I don't think it's anything special. I actually kind of feel like I could have posed them a little better, but it's okay. I'll show it. It's not that big of a deal. And then we'll hop right into the news because I'll be screen sharing already, and we'll just go right into that.
All
Um,
right.
so let's
By
go.
the
I
way,
gotta
sorry
go.
for my quality because it's like raining and a storm, so my internet right now sucks.
Oh, nice. That's great news.
Yep.
All right, so here we go. I'll put this up. And I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna get really drunk today because Skelly ain't here to stop me. He never stops me anyway. All right, so yeah, this is the photo I took at lunchtime. Um, I got a
Yeah,
couple
man.
comments I got to respond to, but yeah, they're real futuristic. Each one's got like something really fucked up going on with them. They come with these little jars, these little tiny jars, and like so the one with the VR headset here, this one here,
Yeah, the
or
blind.
hold on, this one here, she comes with a jar that has her eyeballs in it.
Oh, okay.
And this one comes in a jar that's got her tongue in it, and this one comes with a jar that's got her ears in it. So
Yeah, yeah, I get
it's
it. The three
super cool.
monkeys.
They don't come with a lot of accessories, but what they come with is super cool. But yeah, I took this photo at lunchtime. Just
Yeah, I
edited it
get the
real.
idea of the figures. They're supposed to be like, I don't know, like lab escapees, something like that. Like big
Yeah,
things.
sure. I mean, they got all these tubes that don't connect to anything, so sure, they definitely escaped. I guess I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't know anything about the figures. I don't know anything about the story
Oh,
behind
me
them. But
neither. Me neither.
Snail Show doesn't like give stories anyway. But
That's
yeah,
for you to do.
yeah. So yeah, I took this photo at lunchtime. It's pretty cool. I should have turned her a little more because her whole back is bloody. Like you see the blood right
Oh,
here on
you're
her.
right. Tripping with toys. That would be right. The mechanic chick.
Yeah. Creepy. Thank you, KJ. Can you switch the limbs around also? No, you cannot. You cannot. And yeah. 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 There's something fucked up about each one of them. Yeah, JP would probably definitely date a girl that's got something fucked up about each one of her. So let's go straight to Joy Toy then. Get that out of the way so Kevin won't bitch.
Here we go. Here we go. Damn, dude.
JP, what are we looking at here?
Alpha Legion, Cataphracti. These guys are the elite of the Legion, normally around the Primarch, like bodyguards, and to be deployed in the front line as completely annihilation units. These Joy Toy figures, as the more they come out, the more intricate they get, the more complex it seems like they make them. I mean, I was showing the Lord Invocatus, that figure alone, the new body for the Space Marines. It's I don't know, man. It's a complete change. They got more mobility, more possibility, and since this one, hold on, give me a second.
And they're taller, right?
Yeah, taller. And since this guy right here, I don't know if you can show it. This dude right here, the way he's made now, the way they work with the box for these figures, you no longer have the. I mean, I have the first generation Marines, and they're not the best thing to pose. They're not the best thing to display. So yeah,
Oh,
the new bodies are way more complicated, way more
wow.
intricate.
I just
Yeah, man.
I just showed everybody my business there for a minute.
What are you doing, brother?
All right, but I
But
mean
yeah,
these are looking really cool. I really like the look of this one. Those green chains is really doing it for me.
yeah, that's
Also he looks like he's got an elven sword, which is crazy because these guys are like 100%. Well, they're not chaos 100, but
no. But the thing you have to remember is that these Horus Heresy figures, they're not Warhammer 40k. They're from a
they're
different era
30K.
of the
I
game.
know, I get it.
Yeah, they're from a different era. So back then, at that point of the story, all Space Marines didn't really have yet that demonic look to the Chaos ones. They still look like the way they look when they were loyal. the whole traitor thing came out pretty much when the heresy ended, and kind of by the end of it, when everyone would be like, "Hey, you know what? I'm gonna get rid of this icon. And I'm gonna put some skin flesh on it and shit like that." But yeah, Horus Heresy, it's all about that they all look on their prime, on the peak. Very awesome.
Right on, right on, right on.
Mhm.
Yeah. So anyway, what do you guys in the chat feel about this? Come on. I want to hear what you have to say. Oh, Tripping with Toy says he's getting used to it. And Muto. You don't have to be sorry about being late, bro. You don't have to be sorry. Oh, we have an illustrious poser in the house. What's up? What's up? Oh, favorite color.
Yeah, can you show them again?
Yeah, give me a second. I'm doing something.
All right.
Here we go. All right, so let me do this one last thing here real quick. I'm sorry. I've been real busy lately with the magazine and everything, which is at print, by the way. All you guys, magazine is at print, so it'll be shipping soon. We also have e-publications coming up. I know iTunes will have it, and something else, and I think we're working on another one. I don't know exactly which ones, but I know iTunes will have it probably by the end of the week.
Nice.
So yeah, e-publications coming out. So those of you across,
Everyone will be able to
overseas,
get it.
yeah, we'll be able to get at least the e-publication. And JP, we'll work one out. We'll get one to you.
E-publication. Oh shit. There we go.
All right, so here we're back. We're back on the Warhammer 40K. Haha.
Yes. The weapons I like a lot, man. The
Oops.
Yeah, go back.
Let's go back to the first one. This one.
Mm-hmm.
You're liking the weapons, you're saying?
Yeah, dude, the Volkite. All those weapons, the Volkite pistols, they no longer exist in 40K because no one remembers how to make them. So when you see a 40K character with Volkite weapons, it's like a relic, super old, that probably will fire once and it will break.
Wow.
Yeah. I like the back of the ship, and
there's a lot of that going. There's a lot of that going on in the 40K where like they just don't know. They just
that's the whole thing. Like the Mechanicus is pretty much like guys that know how to maintain, repair, and reproduce, but there's no innovation because it's forbidden and shit like that. And you know that I think I said this one, like every spaceship in Warhammer, when they lose a single spaceship, that's it. There's no way to replace it. There won't be another made. That's it.
Oh, wow, that's
Yep.
That's a pretty shitty way to
Actually,
go.
these suits of armor, the Terminator armor, shit like that, the oldest ones, like these patterns, they also cannot be made again. The very few remnants of this era that remain in the lore are just counted few, and that's it. Good luck trying to make this shit again, bro. No one knows how.
I'm sure the Mechanicus could do it if they really, really wanted to, but
yeah, they have these things called the STC files that are pretty much what we could call today 3D print files, but back in the Heresy era, that's how humanity made everything on the colonies and other worlds. They would have templates for them. So,
what's up, Roger?
Hello, Roger. So, in current lore, when someone finds an STC, could be for anything. Could be for like a new pattern of fork to a latest new tank. Whoever finds an STC immediately becomes a planetary governor. Is getting a bunch of gold. His life is insured for life. His family too. It's crazy.
Okay. Well, let's talk about Merle Dixon here.
Nice.
Yeah, I believe this is.
This is the brother of the guy that pushed the show onwards for like years. What's his name?
That's Daryl.
Yeah, this is brother, right?
And yeah, so this is Haya Toys. By the way, for here for a while, we're going to be showing you pictures from Toy Arc, just so they get they get all the credit that they deserve for having the news here for us to show it to you. You could just go there and look yourself and not have to listen to our dumbasses. What's up?
Mm-hmm.
Damien in the house. What's up? We got Toy Buffet. What's up, my brother? How you doing, bro?
Yeah, The
So yeah,
Walking Dead.
Merle Dixon looking good here. This is a 4-inch figure, but
All
the
right.
articulation already looks way better than anything Todd McFarlane would give us.
Yeah, it's way more articulated. The detail in the face too, man.
Yeah,
Actually looks like the actor too.
it looks like there's at least a swivel on this wrist here. I wonder if that means there's other pieces you could put on
Other
there.
accessories, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Haya Toys. These guys make a lot of cool stuff. Man, they make Alien, Predator. They make Judge
They do.
Dredd.
They do make a lot of cool stuff. I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of shit that Haya makes that I like.
I mean, The Walking Dead. I don't know much about it now. I mean, when I was a kid, I remember watching the show, but last time I think I checked on the thing internet, and it's like there's the dawn of The Walking Dead, survivors of The Walking Dead, and shit like that. And I went, what? Okay,
Maz, what's up, man?
Hey,
How you
boss.
doing, my friend?
But yeah, there's a lot of Walking Dead for me to pick, man. I just don't know where to start. Too many shows.
Warhammer Wednesday is back. I don't know if you guys know this, but at Toy Mercs, it's Warhammer Wednesday every Wednesday.
Yep.
Every Wednesday. But
And
yeah,
it doesn't have to.
this is looking good. It's really small, but look at this base he comes with, though. Look at this shit. That's as
Oh,
much
yeah.
as I can fucking. Do you see that? That's as
No, I
much
can
as
see it on my computer. That's pretty cool. It has like it has a hand, remains of a corpse.
yeah, this little
Yeah,
skull, like
you cannot replace the other arm. It's just the pistol, the rifle, and the
yeah,
replaceable hand.
yeah.
Still
That looks
pretty
cool
cool,
though.
man.
Haya's
Yeah,
always killing it. We got some gangsta turtles coming out from NECA.
nice. Is this from a comic?
I don't know what this is from. I have no idea. I'm not gonna go look, but they're cute. I mean,
Mm. Yeah, I like it, man.
they come
Very
with a
cool.
lot of accessories from what I'm hearing. This is a 4-pack as well,
Yeah,
so
and
you get all four of these together.
these are the comic book faces too.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
before the
they have that
cartoon.
whole like hard line to them and everything.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Before the cartoon turtles. Oh yeah, you were playing Space Marine Moss.
Yeah, I'm thinking he was.
Nice. But do they come with a shredder or shit like that?
No, they don't. But they come with this. Um, uh, we might get to that. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
The tariffs. You Americans are your silly memes.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Yeah, we might cover that. I've been at work all day and I know that happened, but maybe I can give JP the floor for a minute at some point and I'll check it out. But yeah,
Yo,
this is these are cute. They're kind of cute. I mean, I don't hate on it. I really like this picture on the box. That's cool.
So far, the one I like the most is the one with the brass knuckles.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. But this guy right here though, he come with the safe, or I guess they all come together, so it doesn't
What's
matter.
that art in the box? Like figures that are coming down the line?
Here we go.
Mm. I mean, the other one had like a crocodile, shit like that.
They all have the
Nice.
hats. The hats all come off, which is cool. I wonder if they're
How
magnetic.
much is this? Because this is a lot for a figure, man. I mean, it's you got 4 figures, hell of a lot of accessories, a lot of hands. It's magnetized by the look of it, or it could be Velcro. I don't know.
It's NECA, so I don't know, probably around $200. I have no idea, honestly.
200 ain't that bad for 4 figures.
No, not these days and age. What are we thinking of this? We
What
got
the hell is this? Who's been brought? What is this? Is this a Red Sonia about a pirate?
yeah.
Yeah,
That's what this is. Yeah, that's
okay.
what this is.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I mean, I guess people, who collect this kind of stuff is pretty nice, but not my thing. I mean, the
Um,
articulation is nice. I like that you can change the head so she can have the goggles, and she
Maz
seems.
says that the original Turtle 4-pack was 150. So that is a second coming of the 4-pack, a
Mm.
re-release, if you will. I guess I haven't. Yeah, I have no idea. I yeah, I've had a long
That
day.
that thing is for her hips, right? Or it's like a cape for the shoulders? No, it's for the hips. And
Yeah, that's definitely for the hips.
what's that piece for the chest? It's like you change the jacket.
I
Mm.
don't know. It looks like this is the headpiece and the bra are all one piece, but the boobs stay there. I don't know. This is confusing. That's right here is
Yeah.
confusing to me.
I
I
mean,
don't know what's going on.
maybe just the chest piece pops off, and you can take off the jacket part and change it with the necklace thingy. So maybe the only part on the torso that's the figure is just the flesh.
I have no idea. I'm gonna say I don't like steampunk Red Sonja. I don't like
I
it.
mean, it's cool. I like it, but I say I wouldn't buy this. I would buy Joy Toy Warhammer. But
We all know that. We all know that, JP.
yeah,
Yeah, Toy Buffet's got it right here. He's
yeah.
saying pass. I agree. Pass on
But
that.
then again, I always say this kind of thing like, oh, I wouldn't get it and stuff like that. And then these things come out and my feed, it's everyone posting these figures on their shots. And I guess everyone wanted it. I'm just the one out of touch
You
with it.
know, you know, her face looks really familiar to me.
Really?
Yeah, she looks like someone who used to be in the community. I don't know if you guys remember Kushi Mama. Remember she used to have her own show and everything.
I remember Kushimama. Mandy.
Yeah, but her face reminds me of her. I hope she doesn't
Shout out to
see this and
Kushimama.
get mad at me. I'm not trying to be an asshole, Kushi Mama. If you're, I'm not trying to be an asshole, but I gotta say, not for me.
Pretty cool, pretty cool. But yeah, not for me either.
Illustrious posers, straight up, nothing cool about this pirate. I don't. Yeah,
But is it a pirate or is it steampunk? I don't
it's
get it.
definitely steampunk. Look, there's
Hmm.
this thing which a pirate would not have. There's too much
Maybe it's
going on
like a
here.
mixture. Hey, Raven.
Who knows?
I mean, it's cool. I give it a
Raven.
pass. Not for me. I
Whoa.
like that she comes with a mug of beer, so she's a beer
Yeah.
girl. That's another point in my book. So pretty cool.
Yeah, if she just came with like 6 of those in a tray, then you could just have some beer wench. But yeah, I'm not into this. Not into this at all.
And probably what, $60, $40?
Probably close to 40. Do we want to look at some DC Direct?
Oh yeah, these are always good, man.
Yeah.
You know what I've been watching
This is
lately?
McFarlane cashing in before it's all
Before he
over.
loses it all. Yeah, I've been watching that Amazon Prime show, the Cape Crusader one. I have to admit, I watched it. I watched 2 episodes when it came out. I hated it. I didn't like it. And the other day, I gave it like a new chance since now there's like a bunch of episodes, and yeah, it's pretty good, man. Pretty good show. Even though they changed a lot of stuff, it's nice. Very good. Have you watched it?
I have watched a few episodes. But yeah, Muto wants to know what happened with Skelly. Yeah. Yeah, he
Oh
fell
yeah,
in love
but
with
oh wait,
he's totally just playing Legends or whatever.
no, I must have.
He's watching the show right now. He's just like, look at these guys trying to do this on me.
Okay, Trevor with Toy says Steampunk Red Sonja is 65 whooping dollars, man.
Really? For
Mm.
Wait a minute. So we're going back to Steampunk Red Sonja's, and we're just gonna check. This is hacks.
Oh, but yeah, but those guys kind of increased their prices a lot. And I remember when they were like $30 figures. Do you remember?
I think I got 2 of the skeletons, and they were like $20 a piece. They didn't come with extra hands or anything, but they had quite a bit of accessories, and they kind of sucked. I mean, I don't know. I mean, Boss Fight Studios. I've seen a lot of their 118 scale stuff that looks really cool.
That's what I was gonna say. This is 112, and I
Yeah.
saw and
Yeah. They do a lot of 112 now, but I've seen a lot of their 118 scale stuff that looks really good.
Yeah. and that's pretty cool. The knights they sell like monsters, shit like that.
Yeah. We'll get back to this. So here we go. We got another Batman who's
Sorry,
not going to
guys.
be able to stand because his
Yeah,
legs are too skinny.
another Batman that will be able to stand. Oh my god! I mean, what are you gonna do? The way they designed these characters, these dudes.
Wade Crate is correct about the Red Sonja gives off mad Fortnite vibes.
It feels weird. But
And
looking at this Batman, I don't know. If they manage to somehow make the knees articulation and the ankle articulation so like tight, and you don't move it much, you kind of have your standing cartoon style Batman.
no, you're gonna have to give it a dab of super glue and put it on the stand that it doesn't come with because it's DC Direct.
Do you see those pictures of these guys that bought the Batman that came with the light, so you can imitate that frame from your cartoon when he's like on the roof that McFarlane released? He came with one of these ones, and everyone then posted those pictures of their Batmans inside the boxes, like leaning on the front of the bag because over time the ankles just give up.
What's up, Toy Addict? I think
Hey,
good to see you. Thanks for hopping in, Toy Addict. I got to agree here. It just looks like ass, dude.
Yeah, it's not the best.
It does not look good.
But they tried. They tried. I mean, if you look at the way they shape the face, it's serious enough. I like the arms. I mean, I'm just here simping for McFarlane boys. It's about to end. We won't be able to talk shit about him about at least about DC. So we got a couple of blessings. What is this? The new Batman Adventures? Just like a new show?
No, the new Batman Avengers. I think it was either season 2 or season 3 of the animated Batman series.
Sorry.
Because they changed the name for every season.
Yeah, I did that thing everyone should do. That's first you watch the Batman show, then you watch the Superman with the crossover episodes, and then you start with Justice League because those shows all lap together. So cool.
They do. I mean, yeah, the DC cartoons had a DCU before DC tried to have a DCU.
Yeah, they left
and
together,
it worked out really well.
It ended with the Justice League Unlimited, I think.
Must cover Batman Terra Petition.
I mean, this one's fine, and I don't know if they use like a stand you don't see to make it stand like that, or the legs actually can support these dudes.
I don't know. I don't know. I like the design of this. I guess I don't.
He has ab crunch.
Yeah, it looks like a pretty major ab crunch too. Looks like he might move a little bit there.
Yeah, but that's because this guy, in the comics and cartoons, is like like jumping from a cathedral in a Spider-Man pose. This I like a lot, man. Mr. Freeze.
I like the design. I don't think they pulled it up very well, honestly. But it's cool.
Mean the face?
That's no, I mean the whole body. But yeah, it's cool. It's cool. It's all right. I don't hate it.
It's nice. It's nice.
I don't hate on it. So yeah, there's the DC Direct news.
What?
This Batman looks terrible. Like, look at what's up with this weird shine that disappears for this spot right there. That's
I mean, why do you think they only gave Ab Crunch to what was the name of that guy? Etrigan?
Yeah, Etrigan.
Yeah. Why only him?
Did we not have we have a little thing here.
Yeah, but it's not the same wild wheel in the center.
You're right.
This guy can do what Marilyn Manson can do. You know what I'm talking about, boys?
Yeah. They cut off the feet in the promo shots for a reason. It's because they're sitting in a fucking mound of fucking hot glue.
Okay. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I mean, I can answer to Moss' question right now. I mean, I support McFarlane not because of the products really, but it's more of a nostalgia thing mixed with like the way I like certain rap music. It's because I just like the love of the hustle, man. The love of the game that McFarlane has, man. He's like he's a businessman, and I admire that shit from him. The way he does things. Maybe they're not that ethical and they ruin his own products, but I just admire the man. Cannot hate him.
So hey, Maz, if you're still there, do you want to come and talk about the tariffs? Because I didn't actually catch the news yet. I will send you a link if you're down.
Yeah, we're all seeing.
No, I'm just gonna invite people to Skelly's show because Skelly's not here.
Yep, we need a third wheel for the moment.
What's up, Shoot?
Yeah, he
Thanks for
said
hopping
sure.
in.
Pretty cool. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that everyone who collects McFarlane at one point understands what I'm saying here. It's
Oh,
Danny McFarlane, man. It's Toddy McToddy. Toy Tots.
let me stop sharing while I do this.
Yeah, Todd Toys guy. Come on. Are we really gonna stab the man in the back? No. Come on, let him, fade him in glory. He's gonna lose the season. It's over. And it makes you wonder what he's gonna get new because the Spawn figures that he released after the Omega Spawn wave, I always say the same. It wasn't the best. Quality went down. Detail went down. I was both deep in that line.
Commander Green. All right, Maz, I just sent you an invite. You're gonna have to deal with this for a second. JP, you got this?
Sure, man.
I'll be right back. Very sure.
Well, the Marvel Legends Doom is insane. Yeah, I totally missed the Marvel Legends new Doom. I was gonna get it, but I already don't collect Marvel Legends, so I'm not gonna lie. In AliExpress there are stores that I don't know how they do it. Maybe because they make these figures, they will straight up open these 2-packs and they will sell you the figures, individually. Oh shit! Let's see. Moss is on the backstage, but you have to wait for Deadman to send you to the front, brother. But he should be back real quick. Don't worry. Yeah, the Mezco one is the one that I missed, and I really regret it. But then I saw the reviews people made about the Doctor Doom for Mezco, the one that came with a thing he used to steal the powers of the Silver Surfer. That it wasn't the best. It was just the photos, whatever. But I still would have gotten him, man. And now when I look online, it's crazy expensive, like $300, at least here in my country. And I could have gotten that shit for like 80, 100 back in the day when that shit was coming out. Now it's gone.
All right, so we're going to invite Moz Toy Box to the stage.
What's up?
Hi, boss.
What's up?
What's up, Warforged? There you go.
Cheers.
Good to see you,
Nice,
Moz. How you
nice.
doing?
It's my Titus.
Yeah, I have Titus with Gadriel and with Karen over there, but I don't want to get out.
Oh yeah, I have all three, but I was just shooting Titus with the shield earlier. So
Yeah.
So what's going on, guys? How you guys doing?
Just doing a show. I didn't realize I was doing it with JP until I started the show today.
Yeah. I mean, Skelly sent me the invite like 3 days ago, so.
Oh well, it happens. It happens. Let's see. So I just had that article up. It was in Big Bad Toy Store. And now I've lost it because it's not on. I didn't get an email. Hold on.
Don't worry. We'll wait.
Everybody on Facebook was posting
I'm looking
it, but
for it too. I'm not seeing it anywhere.
and really the gist of it is Big Bad Toy Store was just telling everybody, because Trump put in even more tariffs.
Yep.
On the 9th, which was today. So now it's 125% tariffs on imports.
I heard it was 104%. Now it's
125% now.
So
yeah,
21%.
If you can send us an email,
21% tariff on since yesterday.
Oh yeah. By the way, guys, we're only talking about the tariffs. I'm talking about to the chat, not to you guys. I'm talking to the chat. We're only talking about the tariffs and how is this, affecting the hobby.
Well, in any case, BBTS, the gist of it is saying that anything that they have on pre-order right now that's not in their warehouse is going to get affected by an increase of is up to 40% on top of what the pre-order price is already going to be.
That's why it was going to even the
pre-orders. Wow. So everything you pre-ordered that's not currently in their warehouse.
If it's not in the warehouse right now, then it's subject to being tariffed and or taxed to you, because that's how tariffs work. I don't know why people can't seem to wrap this around their head. They're all like, Trump's God. And I'm like, dude, he's bending us over right now.
So I don't get this. Does this mean, like, for example, the Joy Toy line? I mean, you saw in the chat, boys, maybe there's some, we're going to say some people are leaving the line. Is it because of the prices really over there?
Well, Joy Toy is imported from China, right?
Yeah, it's 100% Chinese. That's
Then
it's
it's
all China.
154% increase on their cost to us
Damn, what the
because
hell?
Trump's an idiot.
Well,
What
we have about this. Let's dive into this a little bit more. I know that companies that are getting products produced in China and bringing them over here have a less of a tariff.
Anything
Yes.
that comes from China is hitting that 125%. Anything. So if you're building a computer and it needs a chip from China, that cost for that chip is now up 125%, which in turn raises the cost of that chip or that computer. And the other thing is because Trump is not able to bend them to his will. The other thing that China decided to do is say, you know how we decided we weren't going to be mean and like just rip off your stuff because we're in a closed society. We can do that. Your iPhones, we can just make our own versions and sell them for $200 instead of $3,000. And that's what they're going to do now.
Yeah,
they're going to blatantly rip off products and no longer be beholden to IP. So
that's actually a good point. I mean, thought of that.
That's not a problem for me per se, that particular part, because I don't need to buy the name brand except for the Mafex Wolverine. I need that over the CT toys. I can't do with that dark chocolate brown. That's just I can't do it, man. It looks too much like poop. I mean, for like a filler for $10, I guess it'd work, but I can't abide. The dude does not abide.
Wow.
I'm just happy that my country has a free trade deal with China, and I see no impact.
What country is that? Because I'm going to move there.
Chile.
You got to speak Spanish, my friend.
I'm from Chile.
Chile? All right.
America del Sur, bro.
But it's not Buenos Aires, which is going to get killed by the Kondaku.
Oh, no.
So,
well, I wasn't really going to go like public with this, but as a lot of you know, I started a magazine with
Legion's magazine.
Yeah, Legion's magazine.
Hey,
I started this magazine with Digital Ronin, and we started at the worst possible fucking time because we had all these quotes from all these different places. We didn't really sign a fucking deal, and overnight, right when the day before we were going to put it to print, printing prices double.
Yeah, I got a question for you too, guys.
Can I finish this, JP?
Of course.
Can I finish this? Yeah. Luckily, one of the printing companies is willing to work with us, and we're going to get that same. Well, not that price. The price is still more, but nowhere near what it's going to be. Got pretty much doubled. So, but they're going to work with us for this issue and the next issue. But the issue after that, we don't know what we're going to do. I mean, we're going to make it happen. We're going to make the issue. We're going to make it happen for this entire year, but it might break me. Period.
So we have to go to a digital issue for a while.
Well, we do have digital issues available coming up real soon for outside of the country. And that might be something. I don't know. I don't want to say too much about it because Ronan and I talk a lot about it, but we haven't actually decided. So I don't want to say exactly what we're going to do because we don't know yet. Hopefully the tariffs will get lifted or whatever on some of this shit. Who knows?
Yeah,
I know there's a lot of toy companies. The major 3 toy companies are lobbying to the White House about getting the tariffs lifted off toys, especially just because even if they did build factories here, there's nobody here that knows how to build them like they know how to build them in China or Vietnam or Taiwan. So
I'm all for moving jobs back here, but what Trump doesn't seem to understand is that it takes time and money to build factories. It takes time and money to train said people. Plus, those said people in the U.S. are not going to work for the pittance that they work for overseas.
Yeah,
no,
so way expensive.
The cost is still going to stay up there regardless if we start producing, because the cost to get to that point is going to keep us up there. And of course, we've learned since COVID that once the prices rise, they're not coming back down, even though the products might be freed up a little bit more. There's always something.
I do have to say that that does happen a lot. Once prices gets raised, they don't come back down. We've seen that with gas. Oil went down a lot. It fluctuated way more than the actual prices did for gas. However, I do have to say lumber, when it went up during COVID, that actually did come down. I know that because I'm a carpenter. It didn't get down to where it was because our whole economy took a fucking shot with the whole COVID outbreak.
Mhm.
So I mean, sometimes the prices will come back down, but sometimes they won't. Once they find out people are still buying, they will not lower the prices. So in
I
this
mean, don't
whole
you think it
tariff
would be cool the next
situation,
time you bought like a G.I. Joe, the box said "Made in America"? Come on, guys. Have a little faith, imagination.
Here's
What is
another case in point though for the audacity that's going on. This is one I watched recently. He put a 40 some odd % tariff on Madagascar because they don't buy enough from us. We buy more from them than they do for us. So there's a trade deficit there. And so he put a huge tariff on this really poor country. And their only real export that we buy is vanilla. And they handle vanilla for like almost the entire world.
yeah,
Like
they
90% of vanilla production.
they got the best vanilla in the entire
I'm
world.
just saying, we can't make it here. We don't have the climate to make it here. So we're going to import it regardless. And now we're screwing the one people that could get it to us that aren't even a really rich country that, we wouldn't have had to really pay a lot for it. And now we're just, I don't know. All right. I want to talk about toys.
You want to talk about toys? You
boys.
want to get back to the
I
news?
mean, you Americans, you guys are so passionate about this stuff.
Well,
we're Americans. We're passionate about everything.
I know. Oh, brother, I believe me. All my friends are American, and they all have something to say about whatever you ask them about.
We can't start a toy company because all the stuff is produced in China. We're not going to be able to afford to start a toy company.
Yeah, he's got a point.
The way I see it, this is just
it's a huge it is a huge problem with the hobby because well, I mean, even if we could, even just say Hasbro has the money and they say, okay, just build the factory, we don't have the people that know how to do it here because it's not a job that's already.
We're still gonna have to import something from somewhere, like maybe
we're gonna have to import workers. Something. It's what we're gonna have to import. Okay, let's get back to the news. Let's get back to the news. What did we already do this? Yes, we already did that.
I'm just gonna hang out with Titus.
All right, here we go. We're gonna talk about some McFarlane now.
This was Galadriel or something. Is that what this one is? The redhead one?
Gadriel.
Gadriel, yeah. The guy that doesn't like me right now. The guy that doesn't like my Titus right now in Space Marine. He's like, I'm supposed to be the boss. Me.
He's supposed to be the new, what was his name from the previous game? Like the goody two shoes. You don't follow the rules. I'm gonna tell him that you have to do it the way it's.
I'm trying to kit bash these guys. Like right now, I got a captain on order just to get that halo, so I could put it on this guy, so it can be the guy from the secret level.
Titus.
No, the other the black guy from Secret Level. I don't remember the character.
Right. Nice.
Because he had the red helmet, but he had a halo. So I ordered a captain. I ordered a captain so I can get the halo because the halo is on the backpack.
They earned those things over the years by deeds, actions.
I earned it over however long it's going to take to get from China because I bought it from Amazon, but yet it's coming from China. So, which means I might be up to
God bless the Chinese, as they say.
Because it's coming straight from Joy Toy. But it was half the cost on Amazon. It was like the captain on Amazon.
Going back a little, what Greek Viper asked, if you, for example, made like an account on AliExpress, since you're buying directly from the people who made the Joy Toy stuff, is it cheaper or do you still get hit with like an import tax that fucks you right up in the ass?
Well, given that this is from Amazon, I don't know how that's going to work, but this is going to be coming from China. This is I ordered the Joy Toy Warhammer 40K Ultramarines Primus Captain. Well, yeah,
Sorry
Primus
again, man.
Captain.
Sorry, but my question was that if you buy from AliExpress, which is a Chinese, seller or like a nexus for Chinese stores, if you buy directly from them, do you get hit with like a tax or something, or do you get
I
to
know,
pay?
I know his regime is starting to hit people buying directly from China with a custom site fee, but I haven't been hit with it personally yet because
that would be like a way to. I mean, it would be bad for your local stores in America, because you would stop to buy from them, but you will be buying directly from the Chinese guys, so it's like a kind of win-lose.
what I'm gonna have to do for a lot of my stuff is probably buy from my guy in Australia. And then have them ship it to me because I don't think we're really hitting Australia too hard.
No,
might
we're
open
not.
China
The
pretty quickly.
shipping from Australia is all.
It's
shipping
not that
to and
bad.
from
It's
Australia
not that bad. It takes a minute, but it's not expensive per se
I
because
might
their
open
dollar's not worth as much
my
as
store
ours.
for my American friends. Then there might be business there.
Yeah.
I get to pay them for what they cost. I mean, I bought this guy right here. I bought it for $85
Ah,
just
damn.
because I don't pay the tax for it with the other guy.
I'm eyeballing that Damon that they got up for pre-order right now, but he's $400.
Yeah. Okay. So sorry, guys. Let's move to my.
Sorry.
I mean, everybody in the chat's still talking tariffs.
So well,
we did lose a bunch of people though.
Yeah, and I know why, because that with you Americans, you have to be super careful with talking about this stuff.
People are too sensitive and don't want to actually address the issue. And
I wasn't talking about you two guys, because of course I'm not gonna silence the people I'm doing the show with. I'm talking about to the chat earlier when I said, this is cool, guys.
Well, the chat's been pretty nice.
Yeah,
the chat's been pretty nice.
But yeah, when you're talking politics, you always end up, someone's gonna get it.
Yeah, which is why I try to move off the tariffs and onto the toys.
Of course, boys. You know what we try to do here, guys? This is the Skeleton Tombs live with Skelly, and we're showing you the news. This is the news.
Skelly?
Skelly is in the heart of everyone who's watching the show.
Skelly didn't even tell me he wasn't going to be here.
Skelly is in the hearts and minds of the people who watch every week.
Skelly's playing that Marvel game right now. Is what he's doing.
Marvel Rivals.
Yeah, watching the Giggle Physics, Emma Frost, those sweet milk.
My buddy Lou was like, "You should play that," and I'm like, "No, that's cool, man. I got Space Marine 2. I'm playing."
Yeah, that's what I like, boss. Tell them how it is.
All right, do we want to talk about this?
Yes, I want to. I want to talk about Daddy McFarlane because it's fun. I mean, you probably haven't watched the show, but we talk about McFarlane. It's always just breaking their figures apart, talking shit. Let's see what he's gonna throw now.
I don't even know what this is.
That's the Red Hood, but what is this, like Ice Edition?
I just had that up. What is it called?
Oh my God!
Frostbite DC and
Frostbite
Game of Thrones.
DC, of course,
and Patina Spawn.
Yeah, I don't need that.
Yeah, I don't need. I
mean, you said McFarlane and I already wrote it off, but
I just want to know who asked for this shit. I mean, I don't understand the Red Hood. I didn't know it was Red Hood, but now that I know it's Red Hood, I don't get this at all.
It's just the same old body with the trigger hands.
At least this I understand being the Frostbite edition. I get that.
Oh, dude, this.
I'm not gonna get this, but I do get this.
Yeah, Mudscuffer's onto something, I think. Unpainted for a cheaper price to counteract those tariffs.
Yeah, I don't see that happening.
I'm not going to paint anything. Yeah, that's it.
You see, that's what I was talking about. Todd McFarlane always finds a way this limey way to sell you the stuff. That's so cool. I mean, I actually like the statue. I didn't get to buy the original one with the going like this. That was so cool, man.
I think if you're into statues, I think this is cool.
Yeah.
It could be a cool statue or something and like a setup, but
did you see the original one with the colors and all?
I long for an actual Spawn figure, like a good Spawn figure. That's the only thing I want from McFarlane. I don't want him to touch Batman and stuff. I'll buy Mafex for Batman, or maybe I don't really like the Mezco Batmans, but I'll buy a Mafex Batman or a third-party Batman before I buy it.
I mean, I was talking about that earlier. I got all the Spawn figures he released up to the Omega one because the other.
You're turning your head from the microphone.
Sorry. When the line returned with the new figures from the comic with Cogliostro, what was the name of the other figures? They were so bad, and then I just dropped the line.
I'm not super into it, but I think this is neat.
That was pretty cool, man. The box too, it's pretty classy, black and gold.
I mean, it almost looks like it has print lines.
Wait, that's funny. In regards to McFarlane, we got to keep Raw stocked.
Everyone likes to hate a McFarlane, but when you see these things on the shelf, you gotta admit, that's kind of cool for like $25.
Like I said, if you give me a good Spawn figure, I'll buy a McFarlane. But that's the only time.
You didn't like the Gunslinger. You don't think that's a cool McFarlane
I have the
figure?
12-inch Gunslinger my kid got me for Christmas one year. That's the only one I got. You can't pose him though. He's in one pose.
No. the uncles give up. What is this?
This is
oh my god,
villains from RoboCop.
Holy shit! I think this is the first time I've been actually hyped about this.
This is
JFS Toys. Who's that?
JFS Toys.
Yeah, that's the guy that kills RoboCop at the start of the movie.
No.
Yeah,
Yep.
Clarence Boddicker.
Yep, this is
so awesome.
Yep, this is kind of cool.
It's the dad from that 70s show.
Oh, look, man.
It's actually not that guy, but
okay, I have to admit, guys, I think we have struck gold.
I don't have we struck gold? I'm seeing a lot of like really blurry pictures of his face.
They're probably doing that so they don't get tagged for
that could be. That could be. A lot of third-party companies do very similar.
Because this is third party. It's not. This isn't licensed.
Again, China win once again, boys.
And you're going to see a lot more of that stuff from China now that they're deciding to say,
there's a lot of the Invincible figure they sell that I've seen on AliExpress for like $80, and it's like amazing subplot stuff. I forget the name.
He looks good though. He looks good.
Yeah. Even looks like the actor. I mean, look at the detail of this guy. This guy was a minor character in the movie.
Yeah, this is cool.
Yeah, this is the guy that melts in this.
He turns into the Toxic Avenger, man.
And the car explodes in two pieces.
Kind of. He kind of does. He kind of does.
Spoilers. Shoot. Hey, shoot.
Joey here. That crazy laugh.
Yeah, these are cool.
Yep.
Mind if I zip this up?
Yeah, dude, these are also a 7-inch scale, so they're gonna like match up with your RoboCop.
No, they won't match up with my RoboCop.
Well, maybe not your RoboCop because yours is hot.
Yeah, mine's a hot too. That's not how you fire that gun. What is he doing?
No, it's definitely not.
You gotta put it between your legs, like right at your crotch, and shoot it from there, because that's what he.
I know that if this figure has NECA articulation, which is what looks like that's what they're going for.
That waist looks like
he's gonna be able to shoulder this weapon.
Yeah, they get the diapers on.
Yeah,
they definitely got the diapers going on. You want to zoom in on the diaper?
Yeah, I'm not a big diaper fan.
Pretty much like these guys from the Death Corps of Krieg, they cannot aim their rifles because of the way they're made.
Yeah, I try not to buy diaper figures.
The McFarlane diaper. You all will miss it.
I gotta buy more buy more bad guys for my Ultramarines and stuff to kill.
Oh, just buy Tyranids, man. You could buy hundreds of those things. They're cheap and.
But I have Hiya Toys aliens. Why would I buy Tyranids at that point?
That's a good thing too.
But I want something. I want humanoid, man. I want those guys from the Astartes.
Your Titus Space Marine just killing all your Star Wars figures by himself.
I need humanoid size stuff. You know, like humanoids. Like I said, I want to get some of those. I want to get some of those Nazi-looking guys that were in the Astartes video. I think they made those.
Anybody want to talk about Star Trek?
No. Although I'm glad to see a real company is finally making these figures instead of Playmates and XO6, so that's
Yeah.
great.
I mean,
Because
we talked
neither of
about this
those know how to
earlier,
make
too.
figures.
Yeah, Haya makes pretty cool stuff, man, and about a lot of shit that everyone likes, dude.
Oh, Skelly just got off work. I thought you said he was playing Marvel Rivals. I'm confused.
Skelly's just got off work, I see.
Why does that look like the dude that played Adam Warlock in the Guardians of the Galaxy, but with brown hair?
I think that's him. Oh, you mean the guy that's Sid from Toy Story?
I don't know. They don't come with a lot, and they're 4-inch figures.
Who is that supposed to? Oh, the Strange New World. This is why I don't know him.
Yeah. This is.
Yeah,
I mean, they're all characters we know, but they're just played by different people.
Yeah, the new version.
I've never watched
good?
Strange New Worlds. I watched Picard, and that was okay until the end, and it became like a farewell.
Bro, those are
this
so good.
This is a different line. This is not the 4-inch figure. This is the
But it's
1/12.
higher too, man. It's higher too. It says right
Yeah,
there.
this is the 1/12
Yeah.
version of this figure.
Oh, the new shit.
He has the soft goods and all that shit. So this is
Nice, man.
Yeah. I don't know why they would
The
promote
guy
that.
on the right is a 1/18th, I think, maybe, and the guy on the left is 1/12.
Yeah, he's 1/18, and he is.
It's so weird that they chose to post that picture with comparing both figures for the same set.
Ah!
Like,
Yeah, and just right after I sold all of my Dragon Ball Z figures, all of my Dragon Ball figures,
this guy's called Neo.
One of them, I have none of them, and now they're offering us Nail from SH.
You did me a favor,
and he looks fucking great.
Yeah, this is the guy that the fusions with.
I don't play with Dragon Balls.
Yeah, but Dragon Balls play with you, Maz.
No, I didn't back the dragon.
Dude,
that's a awesome. Different dragon. I was been wondering if I should even talk about that tonight.
This is
fully funded, that dragon. I'm not sure I'm gonna talk about it.
I mean, if I was a wealthy person, I probably would have bought it. And if I, because that would mean two things: I had enough money to spend on it, and the place enough room to put it somewhere.
Yep.
But alas, I don't, because all my room is taken up by Hot Toys.
So yeah, this whole Skelly just got off work comment. I want to know why Skelly hasn't told me he just got off work. I really do. I really want to know why I don't know Skelly's just getting off work now. Anyway, yeah, Nail. Yes, I'm with you, Mudscuffer. We need Teletubbies. Fuck it, we need Teletubbies, but only if they're soft goods. Only if they're soft goods.
Plushies.
And here we go. Some more.
Why do you keep doing this to me, man?
The first thing I noticed was a diaper.
Yeah, that's a diaper right there.
Yeah,
that's a diaper if I ever saw
one. Look at this weird cut here that doesn't match the other side. Like,
I wonder why McFarlane.
That's just the twist in the torso. That's why it looks so gappy. But then again, he doesn't do good joints anyway. They're always
but like this like this right here does not match this side.
I mean, he has
it's twisted. The torso.
No, it's not because it's twisted. It's because it's McFarlane.
Yeah, I mean, do you remember the Flash? The torso and the body.
He's got the torso.
Oh, look here. Look here. Yeah. This is straight on, and it does this rank, and then this one is totally smooth.
I still can't believe that Todd McFarlane will lose this IP and never ever gave these figures thigh articulation, dude. It's like, bro.
See how weird that is?
I still can't believe it's not butter.
I can believe it's a diaper though.
I mean, he started to give more heads, more hands, soft good.
He's giving you a soft goods cape, which is a bonus, but he's still got a T-peg in the wrist. I mean, come on, man.
What I don't understand is why Todd McFarlane hates the thigh swivel so much. What's wrong with the thigh swivel that he just we're gonna give him more heads, more hands, capes with cables, but no never.
That's the tariff on a dragon.
Well, I gotta wonder also how much of. I mean, I know he doesn't like to make figures that pose, but I have to wonder how much of it is him and how much of it is DC. Because when you ask the people at Marvel Legends, the reason why they're designed the way they are is because Disney wants them to meet those certain criterias. Like they don't want them to go Mafex articulated. They want them to be where they're at.
Yeah,
That's a lie.
I'm
That's
curious though,
absolutely
how much of
lie.
this is McFarlane and how much of this is DC.
Yeah,
I'm thinking it's all McFarlane, but
would working like that be like against your own company? Like these guys don't let us improve and shit like that.
I mean, I don't know if y'all remember the first Kickstarter Spawn.
Okay.
no.
Right at the end of it, after everybody bought the goddamn thing, he was like, "Here's the figure you're getting," and then all of a sudden, it was a posed figure with articulation.
Oh,
So
It was?
basically,
What?
it had articulation, but it only looked good in the pose
well, that has happened before.
of
with
it
the
being
figures
in the
McFarlane
box.
makes,
Like, yeah,
the-
anyway, yeah.
no, you're right. I understand what you're saying. I have McFarlane figures that when you see them in the box and on the pose on the picture, it's the way that's supposed to be displayed. You understand that the whole figure started as a statue, and then they just articulated it a bit. But all these figures, yeah, they have like a pose, and you hit that, and that's how it's supposed to be forever.
That figure had so many renders of that figure without the ab piece and the chest piece looking like it did when it finally came out. No. Todd McFarlane fucking shoved that down our throat at the last minute after he got everybody's fucking money.
A hustler.
I'll
That's
just
what
keep
we
my
call it.
my Dark Knight Returns Mafex Superman. That's good enough for me.
Oh, yeah, that's the
this-
beefy one. Okay, that's cool. This is what I'm talking about. He gives you three turds, and then you get like a little, nice thing. This is cool.
I mean,
What?
yeah, I mean,
Two-Face?
yeah,
Isn't this a platinum edition Two-Face?
No, this is the digital only edition that you have to buy online.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can't even go to the store and buy that.
No.
No.
You'll go to Ross and buy it though, because that's where it's going to end up.
No.
I mean, I haven't
No,
seen these
no,
digital
no,
only
the
figures.
stuff they sell online doesn't end up in Ross.
I've seen digital editions.
Yo, Moss, you have to believe when I say this. This is like, Deadman, when we did this show, like, when the Jokerized figures were all the rage, and we will always say, these Jokerized figures suck ass. They're the worst, dude. The Jokerized figures turn out one of the things that sold the most for McFarlane in those days. Like, what the hell is wrong with people? Why are they buying this shit? But, hey, that's why they keep making them. Everyone's buying them. The
I
Jokerized
didn't
whatever.
want this. That's for damn sure. And I have every mall that they put out, well, except for the newest one, because I have 3 malls. So
What is this?
So you're not into the Hot Toys concept
this
mall?
is a concept art for the movie, and considering the mall that I fell in love with was a Clone Wars mall and not Phantom Menace mall, no, I didn't feel I needed this.
Oh, okay. All right. I don't like the horns on his head that look like they're growing all weird for no reason.
He looks like a reject from Hellraiser 2, man. He looks like they were going to make him Dr. Chenard.
I
but then
wouldn't say
decided to
Hellraiser
go
2.
back
That
on-
was a good movie. Maybe Hellraiser 3.
No, I mean 2 had that Chenard, the thing that wrapped around Chenard, and because he's got that wrap around his head, those wires wrapped
I mean,
around his head.
I'm not gonna lie.
Oh
hate
yeah, he
Star
does. You're
Wars
right. He
with
does
all
have
my
to wrap around
soul,
his head.
but
That's
this
why it
is
made me
pretty
think of
good.
Dr. Chenard.
This is pretty good.
That's a
I'm
good
not
point.
gonna lie.
That's a good point.
And I'm wearing a Hellraiser shirt today. See, look at it. Actually, I was wearing it yesterday, but I put it on just for my show yesterday, so I only wore it for like 2 hours and left it over here because I put my painting shirt back on. So when you asked me to come on, I was like, I have a shirt.
Hey, Big Pigs, how you doing,
I have
brother?
a shirt. So what about this, Maz?
No,
No,
I agree with Moss.
let's not even talk about it.
I mean, you
Um,
can talk about it if you want, but
I don't want to. I think I've talked about everything I want to talk about.
okay.
Darth Maul was fine.
What
because-
site are we on, man? What is this site?
This is Toy Arc.
Oh, okay.
So
Big Bad Toy Store.
I'm gonna turn this off for a minute. What's up, Fig Picks? Glad you joined us.
What's up, man? What's up?
Oh yeah, that's
I'm-
cool. The new Kamen Rider.
I've been drinking beer this whole stream, and now I
Same here.
gotta go take a piss. So
I've got the pay.
I'll be right back.
All right.
Dude, why doesn't he come with a plasma gun, man? I mean, seriously, I had to buy.
That's because the plasma guns and the guns. I mean, I'm gonna sound like the 40k nerd, but I am the guy. I am that guy. So yeah.
I want
For
Astartes
instance,
figures. I want
for
the
instance,
Astartes Retribution or
for instance, right
Retribution
now you're breaking the law right there because
because
regular,
the shield
yeah, the shield is only carried by the Big Three
suzerain.
Guard and other dudes, and especially the suzerain. They are more like honor units. They don't really have a role anymore in battle because those are
Well, all right. In
fighters and
my
stuff.
story, he picked it up off of the
Of
ground because
course,
one of them
of
was dead.
course,
So
of
there you go. He was
course.
like,
But yeah, the plasma weapon. If you lived in Star Wars, Star Wars. Why did I say that? If you lived in Warhammer, the least of the weapons you want to get is the plasma weapon, and it has like a lore reason to it and a tabletop reason to it. Because the
yeah, I
plasma
noticed in the
weapon,
game it's not that powerful.
no, it's not that. It's not that. It's not that. The plasma weapon is the
It
only
overheats.
weapon that if you roll a 1, your character dies because the
Oh.
weapon explodes. Plasma weapons are the most unreliable weapons in the lore. In the Imperial Guard, you only give the plasma weapon to the guy you hate the most in your battalion. To the guy you know that thing is gonna fire, and at one moment it's gonna explode on his hands.
I like them for two reasons. Like I said, and because I mean, I really, I bought my first set of figures when I first saw
Yes.
Astartes a couple years ago.
Mhm.
So I always wanted the plasma weapons because you see them pull out the plasma gun, even though it's not the same model. I don't know what model this is, Suzerain one, whatever. But
Mhm.
so there's that, and then also when you're shooting it, it build because I can paint it in Photoshop and make it look like it's glowing, and it adds a nice another point of interest besides just a gun that you might lose in the shot. Like when I shot my Black Legion Chaos guy, you lose his gun. It's like he's holding his arm up like this, but it's black and it's on a dark
Yeah.
background.
Now
At
you
least with the
understand.
plasma, I can bring that back out and you'll see
Do
it.
you understand my pain with trying to photo these things? Trying to make like a cool edit, like especially when you're posing them, or when you're trying to make in a single shot more than one.
Well, I've done several shots with several of them in there, but yeah, it's not easy because like when I did the pair that I did for the collab, I was trying to get. I mean, they're right on top of each other to get in that line of sight you need to fit in that diorama that I was using, and plus have the shields the way I wanted them so you could see the figure. And yeah, they were like they would never stand that close to each other had they been shooting down the hallway or something because one of them would have hit the other one when they were raising the gun. They'd be like, bang. Oops, I'm sorry.
Which
But
toy company? Which toy company do you think would make like a killer Warhammer 40k figure? Like
I'm happy with these. I think Joy Toys is doing it. I mean, I don't think that there's anybody else that needs to do it. I mean,
I haven't ever seen the one figure that was released by SH Figures Bandai. Do you know that one? The Space Marines by Bandai. That figure is like $500 now. It's super rare, only released in Japan and like special stores. It's a full Primaris Ultramarine by Bandai, and supposedly that one is also one of the best Space Marines ever made. I have never seen it like in my hand, and I never found a store that had it because it's super expensive and rare. But yeah, Bandai did one. They did one.
Huh.
It was like a special collab they did, but apparently Games Workshop, the company that makes Warhammer, when they did that collab, they also realized that the figure was so expensive that pretty much no one bought it. I mean, everyone who was like a hardcore
around here, these figures, I don't have a lot of stores that carry these figures. I have a huge store down the street that has tons of the gaming stuff for Warhammer, like a whole wall full of it, but no figures. And they tried to bring figures in, they wouldn't sell. So, which is amazing to me because why wouldn't you want these as a Warhammer people?
I can answer to you that too, man. You know why? Some
you're
people
too busy buying
don't...
Warhammer figures for the game, right?
Yeah. No. What I mean, a lot of people. I mean, just now, the Joy Toy action figures are kind of breaking with the true hardcore 40k fans, because as of today, the 40k fans, like the people that buy the miniatures, they are racist towards action figures. They're like, no, you have to buy the miniature and you have to paint it and you have to these figures painted by their fabric. And there's like a struggle right now in the Warhammer community where people hate these figures and people love these figures. So it's gonna
Mm.
still take a lot of time for like to be embraced by everyone who likes Warhammer because the hobby centers around the miniatures. In a way, it feels like it's pushing one to the side. So yeah, you know how people are.
Yeah. Well, what Joy Toy needs to do though is make accessory packs. They need to sell
Oh,
accessory
dude.
packs so
I
and
said
make
that
it
at
so
home.
the modular, like I could put whatever rank thing or whatever the halos are,
Yes.
I could put them on the because right now I'm
Hey,
buying a captain. I don't necessarily
I mean,
want the captain.
they
I want his
do that
halo.
for the miniatures already. For the miniatures, they do that. You can buy like an expansion pack for your Ultramarines. There's like 10 new heads, 10 new
Yeah,
things,
that'd be great
weapons.
if Joy Toy did that. Give you different weapon packs and different shield packs, different insignia packs. Even goes so far as to maybe give you a different oaths to put on here to like to tack on there. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how you
No,
do
I
that.
know, I know what you're saying because all of you are right now proposing. It already exists in the miniature universe. Like they
Yeah.
sell these like little packs of purity seals, weapons, whatever. You can get
All
it.
right, so I just opened up opened up the fucking floodgates and put the link in the chat. If anybody wants to hop in, just hop in.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go.
Yep,
I'm
the
gonna hop
links
in.
in
Hold
the
on.
Let's just have fun. Let's just have fun now.
Wade says couldn't follow the lore for toy photos. Poor JP needs the right weapon for the right faction. Nice attention to detail, but my Master Chief can teabag Batman after a
No,
beatdown.
I know I know why Wade is saying it. You know why?
Oh,
Because he he loves Star Wars, and I have said a few
oh no!
controversial
He pulled out
things
Master
about
Chief.
Star Wars.
He pulled out the Master Chief card, man. We gotta answer that
No,
one.
no, he says Master Chief, so I don't, get to call him out. But he's a Star Wars guy, and I have said terrible things about Star Wars, and I get why, he
And
gets
they all
angry.
have their place, man. They all have their place.
I'm gonna agree with Geek Viper here. Let chaos reign.
Hey,
Uh,
let me share the screen real quick because we're gonna give a Master Chief class right here. There we go.
Hello, Mickey.
Do you remember this shot? Did you ever see this one, Warforge?
Oh yeah, this is one of your old shots, right?
It's an older one, but yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I remember I
Colin,
saw
who's gonna
this
win?
when I think when I started to watch the your show, the toy box.
Yeah.
Was it? Yeah, and I remember this picture. I do, and I also remember. I know this is old because that Space Marine right there, you cannot get it anymore unless you buy the new way.
I have 4 of them.
Nice. Also, yeah, those guys are super expensive now. The OG
Are they?
ones. Yeah.
I'm gonna pack them up and sell them and get some other guys.
Do you know that these? Are you aware that the Space Marines that we are right now on the 5th generation of body, the one you got right there, I think is the first or the second one.
I mean, I think I can look at the info. Hold on and see when
I mean, I'm not gonna know by the date, but it's probably the first or second generation of body with the gummy hands. Does he have gummy hands or the hard hands?
What do you mean, dummy or hard? What?
No, gummy.
Gummy.
Yeah, so that's first.
I know that because I was just trying to fix one earlier with getting him to hold his gun, and the gun kept falling out of his hand, so I gave him a different hand. I was like, "Here, have somebody else's hand that can hold this damn thing."
Hello, Eddie. Geek Viper says he's riding a forklift while watching the show.
But this is a shot I'm posting tomorrow, I think.
How do you manage to make those effects so awesome, dude? Because
Man,
that's
what?
what I asked. What part of this picture was real and what was not?
This whole thing's real. The only thing that's not real is this bit of
the light,
explosive
shine.
stuff here.
Dude.
Everything else is real. That mech could be a little bit bigger though, because I think they're supposed to be 10 meters tall, and the Space Marine is 2 meters, right?
Now I don't want to show my pictures in the group anymore. That's so good, dude.
But yeah, here's you see how I lost his gun there?
Yes, I saw this picture and it's pretty cool. It also, I'm gonna say that it's way more cool the fact that you cannot really see him because since these guys are supposed to be evil, wearing black and gold, and if you were actually there, it wouldn't be, like a conveniently well lit for you to see him. No, the guy will be covered in darkness and you will only see the golden, highlights when he approaches towards you to fucking murder you. So yeah,
Yeah, I didn't
it's
want to light
awesome.
him up too much more, but I did want to kind of bring that gun out a little bit so you can see it. Um,
Yeah,
yeah.
you cannot really see it. It's because of the colors and all. But when it's nice. It's nice.
So you
It's
threw a
also
fit when you saw this one because they were using the wrong shields. So
I was
and the
gonna
plasma
say
gun.
it on the group, but then I remembered I don't want to be an asshole to people. And
Say
then
what
sorry,
again? Say what again?
Yeah, but they
That's
should
my
not have
dual
those
shot.
shields. They shouldn't have those shields. Those are pretty cool
I
shots.
like the shields, man. Again, I'm trying to build my own.
You
Was
need
it
to get this
the
one. Hold on.
the Retributors or whatever? You can't hear me. But yeah, I'm trying to find out when I started shooting these guys.
This guy.
That's the shield I need for these guys.
No, but this is a way cooler shield than the one you have.
Oh yeah, I remember I was looking at that figure and I wanted to get that one, but again, I'm trying to recreate the Retributors from Astartes.
Of course. Yeah,
So
it shouldn't
that
be that easy, man, because the show didn't went down that crazy with the designs and all.
I like the look of his Astartes, and I want to build that group. I know these shields aren't quite right, but that was kind of the closest thing I could find. That wasn't.
Did you watch Angels of Death or Iron Within or Hammer and Bolter?
No.
You're in
I
America.
watched the Astartes and I watched Secret Level. That's all I watched.
Well, that's Amazon slop. You need to get the Warhammer TV account and watch the shows made by Warhammer, and there you're gonna fucking go crazy when you see Angels of Death. That's a 12 episode long show about the Blood Angels. Then you got Hammer and Bolter, which is about the entirety of Warhammer, and it's like shorts that is like story, and it ends, and the next episode it's about something completely different. That kind of thing.
Where is when I shot this? Oh, there you go. Info.
But yeah, get a Warhammer TV account, and you're not gonna regret it, dude. Get one. I'm serious.
So I shot this in February of 2023. That's when I first got these guys, and these are the first run ones too.
I'll tell you, get a Warhammer TV account, and you'll get over all the content really quick, and then you will be totally upset, and you will regret that you're paying $7.49 a month for nothing because they don't add.
I'm on book 2 right now, man. I'm on the False God. So.
Oh, that's one of the best, dudes.
Huh?
Oh God, False Gods is one of the best books, especially the middle part. But I'm not gonna spoil you. It's beautiful.
All right.
I think I've cried to that book. So
I can stop sharing now. I was just.
I put the link in the chat, and nobody wants to hop in, so I think I'm just going to end this episode.
Man, the Guyver. It's the Guyver, man.
Did you want me to share your screen again, Moss?
No. That's cool. It's cool. I just.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and end this stream tonight. Y'all have a good one.
We're ending.
Thanks for hopping in.
We did like an hour or something, right?
We did an hour and a half almost. I know I had something to talk about. Oh yeah, Toymarks has a huge giveaway coming up. 5K. We're giving away a couple of Mezcos. We're giving away. There's a guy who's donated a Dio piece. There's some Common Rider figures that you can only get in Japan.
For real? Can I participate?
Yeah. Anybody can get involved in the giveaway, even if you donate a prize to the giveaway.
Can I pick
you
the
be
winners?
in the giveaway. You just can't win your own prize. So if you guys want to donate to the giveaway, just hit me up at Deadman1 over on Instagram, and we can work it out. I have a whole chat room with all the people that have donated so far. I'll throw you in there. Just send me pictures. Any giveaway, anything for the giveaway needs to be presented before the 19th, so I can make the posts. And we're gonna do the draw, I think, on the 7th. I don't know. We'll find out. Anyway, Maz, you want to plug anything before we end this?
Well, I mean, Toy Photography Talk every Tuesday, 6 p.m. Eastern, where we go over everybody's submitted photos. You just tag toy_photography_talk, and we'll get to you in about a month or two because we are way behind. But we'll get to you. But no, other than that, man, Legions Magazine,
Yeah.
Pre-orders are closed on that though, right?
Yeah,
Because
I had, but you can still buy it. We definitely
Okay.
ordered more. We got more.
'Cause I had
printed.
Toylanta that weekend. I couldn't because you like hit me up right towards the end of the month, and that was Toylanta, and I was like, I can't spend nothing.
Well,
So
you
I was
can
like,
still buy. You can still buy the magazine. You just won't get the little mini magazine. That's all.
damn it.
And if you really want the mini magazine, just hit Digital Ronin and see if he'll make one for you.
All right. So yeah, Lisa's
I know
magazine.
Digital Ronin is actually making an extra mini magazine for the giveaway, and also there's going to be an art book, an extra mini art book of some of my photos and some of his photos in that bundle in the giveaway as well. So it's another reason to be in on the giveaway.
Yeah, I need a 1/12 scale and a 1/6 scale magazine. How is that going to
That's not going to happen.
And a 1/18 scale, because now my Ultramarines got to read. They got to read. They got to be educated. I need a Loken figure, by the way. I need a Gavio Loken.
Bro, no, we're ending the show. Why do you say that name?
All right, I'm gonna end it right now. We can talk about it backstage.
All right.
Have a good one, guys.
Thank you for tuning in. Smash that like button as if it were someone who calls you daddy. If you're not subscribed with notifications turned on, you might miss an episode when it goes live. So subscribe or be doomed to watch the replay. Go over to Instagram and follow Skeletons Collectibles, Deadman1, and Toy Mercs. Until next week, stay classy, toy community.
I hit the like button. Nobody called me daddy.
We're still live.
Yeah, I keep hitting the end stream and it won't end
It's
stream.
just like last week.
It just won't end stream. I don't know how to do this.
Well, it ended
You
so we
hit
can
end
do
stream.
private.
It should have.
Thank you for tuning in. Smash that like button as if it were someone who calls you daddy. If you're not subscribed with notifications turned on, you might miss an episode when it goes live. So subscribe or be doomed to watch the replay. Go over to Instagram and follow Skeletons Collectibles, Deadman1, and Toy Mercs. Until next week, stay classy, toy community.